Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity character showcase, and today we're going to be looking at Tebba, the character who single-handedly made me realize that even if you have characters that are thematically similar to each other, you can make them play in completely different and interesting ways. He's definitely the kind of character who had a whole different kind of design philosophy surrounding him in comparison to Revali. With Revali, most of what he did was just do some crowd clear, build up some meter, and then using the special to expose a weak point gauge, and then doing your setups to break those down. With Tebba, he doesn't necessarily force out weak point gauges in the same way, but his way of punishing those and also doing absurd amounts of damage in mid-air combos is kind of what Tebba is all about. So the thing about Tebba is that one of his core gimmicks is that when he does a combo, constantly pressing the strong attack will result in more effects, which is very important. So this is a combo 3 that you saw. Most of his attacks that you see him doing will result in multiple attacks in midair, which does scale nicely with his other abilities, and the, what's it called? For the bow, the weapon seals of midair attack damage increases. Very, very useful. It's something that you'll want to be looking at. For the most part, some of his combos will have different effects. He has the ability to move around during the combo 3. The combo 4 is also very good for breaking weak point gauges, and you're able to cancel it out with a dodge, putting you into another mid-air state, and you can go for some more mid-air attacks. You can do 3 regular attacks in mid-air before you have to go back down. Now, the thing about Tebba's unique action, and this is something that you'll want to be charging up when you're going from location to location, and the reason why is that if you charge up 4 charges, you'll fire off a bomb arrow, resulting in a hail of bomb arrows. This is going to be his primary source of crowd clear, along with his combo 5. For the most part, you'll want to make sure that you'll be saving these up, but if you ever do a thing like a weak point gauge smash or a special, you will negate the charge, so keep that in mind. But the most important thing to know about Tebba is his combo 6, and using that in conjunction with his stasis. His stasis lasts a very, very long time, easily more than every other character on the roster, and part of the reason why that is because he's able to take the time to set things up. He can basically just use that on a character with a weak exposed weak point gauge, and then use any manner of combos to immediately delete it, no matter how high the difficulty is. It's very, very useful in that sense, and you can also sneak in lots of extra damage as the weak point gauge is broken anyways, so yeah, he can rack up the damage really fast in comparison to other characters, and it's a lot of fun to work with as a result. The only bad thing I can say about the stasis, though, is that it does take a little bit of time to activate. It's not so bad, but yeah, like the moment you see something like that happen. Alright, he's asking for the stasis, so that's what he's gonna get. I'm gonna go ahead, fire these off. And now, this is where the fun part begins. Do a combo 6, and it just melts it so fast, and you can see all the damage that I'm racking up on the Black Phoenix right now too. Get your 3 free mid-air hits in, and then switch it up for the next one. Oh no, he's gonna jump. Here we go. It's like Devil May Cry when you kind of just hang up in the air, and then you like delay your fall by shooting so many times. That's what this feels like. He's such a fun character, that's the thing. If you have very strong thumbs, he's definitely a character you might want to look into. For people that don't have a strong thumbs, though, maybe you'll switch over to someone else that's a little bit less intensive. But if you're playing a Musou game, I mean, you're kind of asking for your thumbs to hurt. Again, look how fast that depletion is. You'll also see the damage. Again, hit those mid-air hits while you still can. He scales very well with any mid-air attack damage increase seals. Alright, oh, he's asking for the stasis. Ask and you shall receive, my friend. If you fire a regular attack, you will interrupt the combo. So yeah, that's another thing to point out too when it comes to his mid-air attacks. If you fire off a regular attack, you'll go straight into the bomb arrow. Yeah, might as well get down from here. And just like that, we've deleted the Lionel. anything that requires, because the other thing too is that because of how quickly you can initiate that combo 6, you can burst down the weak point gauges super fast. There's really only so much that I can say. Tebba's such a powerful character and a lot of fun to use if you, again, if you have the thumb strength for it, but he's so worth looking into if that's the kind of thing that you want to get into. As far as this game goes, the general consensus, or like from how I understand it, is that the core gameplay is fixated around weak point gauges, and because Tebba can break them so fast, that makes him a really favorable pick if efficiency and quickness is what you're looking for. So anyways, we'll go ahead, switch over to the demonstration, and see how he is when he's out in the field. Alright, so what's going to happen? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially redo all the maps of the corresponding characters for the future characters. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do Reclaim the Land similarly to what we did with the Revali showcase. And this is, I guess, the best way to just exemplify how different these two characters are. Like I said, thematically, they're so similar in terms of appearance and build and form, but they don't at all share the movesets, and that's something that's worth savoring, I think. And it really goes to show that when they made this game, they had so many cool ideas that they just threw out there, and I'm glad they did. So I go ahead and reclaim the lands. Oh, do you know what? Before I do that, though, I'll probably look over at the weapon that Tebba has. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, lots of mid-air attack damage. This is, like, the best. It's so great how quickly you can just stack all these together and do so much. With all this attack damage, all of your combos, I think basically every combo that he has, I think it's combo 5, I don't know if it counts as a mid-air attack damage, because he is flying. I think for the purposes of gameplay it does not count as mid-air, but everything else that he has though, you can burn through weak point gauges so fast, and it's great. So we're going to go ahead and roll with that. Here we go, Reclaim the Land. So the first thing that I mentioned is that he doesn't have the same crowd control capabilities as Revali, but it still has a couple of options. So this is the combo 5, constantly making your way around the map and then gathering whatever meters that you can before it runs out. Already got ourselves one with significantly more efforts, but if you like mashing the strong button, then this is how you do it. Okay, so another thing I want to point out when it comes to his crowd clear capabilities is that you could also just combo 6 it. The combo 6 just solves everything, but his unique action tends to do the most. Oh, he's presenting himself to us. I missed! That's okay, that's fine, it's fine. We can make it work. Just need to aim it in the general direction of where it is. Uh-oh. I completely missed. I need to get in close. That's another thing I need to point out about the Stasis, is that you need to be at, like, relatively close range, which is odd for a character that uses a bow like Tebba. Let's go for another combo 6 this time. For real. Forgive me if you hear mashing in the background, but this is just how enthusiastic I am right now. Okay, just like that we got ourselves a Dead Frost Howless. Took a little bit longer than I wanted them to, but that's okay. Now, moving on to the next map, there is going to be a whole crowd of enemies, and like I said, with Revali, you got to do that combo 3 on the ground. Oh, this is so fun. Of course, you can turn yourself manually, just do everything here. Very rarely will you get hit by enemies. I think the only enemies that will consistently hit you are Guardians with the laser beams, and the Hinoxes with most of their attacks. It's kind of like, it's a similar rule to like with what's her name, Urbosa. It's very, very similar to what happened with Urbosa, and how with that character, like, so many characters could, like, be hit, but then with her, you're kind of above all of that. But the Hinox, because they're so tall, not quite as much. 2 charges, fire off a shotgun blast, as I like to call it, and now we have a Guardian to deal with. Here we go. What do you got for me? We could... Oh, he's going to go for Stasis, though. That's okay. Alright. Now, while we do some damage, again, just time it properly. You want to do a combo 6? No, I think we can just burst him down like this. Easy. So it's like playing Devil May Cry. I was thinking of going for a combo 6, but I was like, the amount of damage that he does is already fairly substantial. We don't need to worry about it so much. So, because I'm already familiar with this map, there's going to be quite a bit of time before we reach the next destination. So like I said, charge up your bomb arrows. It'll help you with the clearing purposes. Just using the unique action is more than enough for crowd control purposes. I don't think the combo 5 is particularly useful because it's kind of unwieldy. There is another character, I think you already know who I'm talking about, but there is a character who does have a quote-unquote unwieldy, like, spinning motion. But that particular character, it actually makes a lot more sense in the context of that character's overall design concept. Whereas with this character, it's just difficult to control, and it feels more like you've made a mistake than anything else. But anyways, let us progress, and there is a Lionel that we'll have to fight towards the end, surrounded by 2 Moblins. I think we can just burn the specials. I rarely use specials playing as Teba. Here we go, here comes the fireworks. 2... Oh wait, no, and also these guys. These guys are worth it. And because we have quite a ways to go, there's no harm in using this either. 2, 3... Just like that, we got ourselves a combo. Alright, and might as well gather whatever meter we can over here. Unlike with the Revali soaring motion, like that particular one's the one where you can really be out of the way. Again, charge up 4 times, then release. I believe you get invulnerability frames as you're firing the bomb arrows. It seems like it, but don't quote me on that though. Okay, so a bunch of electric Lizalfos here. These guys are always a pain. Any Lizalfos, really, I think is a problem. Bombs, yep. Okay, here we go. Combo 6 time. This is gonna hurt a lot. Look at this damage. Really whittling them down. 1, 2, 3. Go for another one. Make my day. While we're waiting, might as well also clear out these. Point blank range. Oh, not enough time though. That's the thing. There is a bit of a delay on that. Anyways, might as well clear out the rest of the map while we can. Oh, see, that's the reason why I don't like the Combo 5 as much, also what it does to the camera. Alright, so we got ourselves some full meter, and now we need to deal with the Lionel and his 2 lackeys, the 2 Moblins. And again, because we're playing as Tebba, he does tend to excel a lot more when it comes to 1v1s, as quite a few characters do, but he does fairly well. Definitely better than most characters that struggle. Okay... Now, there's going to be a Lionel here and the 2 Moblins. I'm just going to burn the special on those 2 Moblins. Because I don't need to use... special to beat the Lionel. I'm pretty familiar with the Lionel's moveset at this point, so it's fine. Here we go. Hopefully we've lined them all up. Yeah, okay, we're going to get the 2 Silver Moblins. There is a second one. Okay, and now comes the Lionel. Fun duel that we have going on over here. This is punishable, but we can't make it in time, I don't... Oh no, that was plenty of time. I actually could have done something there, but that's okay. We can at least follow it up with this. So again, just time it properly, delay all you need. And then watch that damage go. Look how fast that is. It's great. I love it so much. Actually, yeah, we'll use a special on the Lionel. We've built up so much at this point, we can just burn it now. Alright, I want to do it again. Come on. Okay, he's going to go for the explosion. This is easy to punish. And this is pretty much a death sentence at this point. There's no way he's going to survive this. It's just like Devil May Cry. Oh, good stuff. So yeah, Teba, he, again, even though he seems so similar to Revali on the front, everything about him is just a completely different playstyle. And even though I wasn't able to showcase it with a Talus, but his ability to use mid-air attacks with basically every combo that he does, he can hit the weak point of the Talus fairly easily. But other than that, though, his ability to just take down bosses without even needing to do the whole song and dance with the weak point gauges, he does so well thanks to the fact that he has all these mid-air attack damage abilities, and you stack those seals on him, and he does really, really well. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching us reclaim the land with Tebba, and I hope to see you guys next time as we go into the next spoiler. Hint, that character's descendant is somewhere on the screen right now. Or descendants, not descendants, ancestor of the characters on the screen right now. We're gonna have to work on that. But anyways, guys, thank you very, very much for watching the Tebba Showcase, and as usual, I will see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.